Hey guys, welcome back to Bruce Hill Hobbies. Today on the hill, we're going to be painting SoCar. Finishing them up anyway. We already started them out. You might have seen in some shorts. We've got him base painted here. We've got a little bit of detail done, but today we're going to get him finished up. You can see here, we're going to start out with a little bit of light dry brushing to highlight those scales, bring them out, get them to pop. Guys, sit back, relax. I'm going to hop in here every once in a while with some commentary, but for the most part, I want you guys to enjoy. Please feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'll answer them the best I can. From Pro-Acryl. It's in their signature series, the Vince Venturella signature series, and it is the white blue. I know it looks gray or even white, just pure white in the video, but it's actually a very, very light blue. Now you can really see here, once I get the mini in frame, that, that dry brushing really brings out those scales, really makes them pop, defines them. And don't worry too much about the dry brushing. I mean, it's offering a highlight, but you're gonna have plenty ample opportunity to go back and fix stuff if you don't like you. If you went overboard a little bit, went too far, you're gonna have plenty opportunity to fix things, shade over things. And like I say, guys, this is a process that we often don't know what it's gonna entail. Now, after I finish this dry brushing up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new and oil that is a Citadel paint, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to work it in around a lot of the crevices on the entire model. So on the shield, on his club, on the scales, pretty much everywhere. I'm going to work that new and oil into the crevices. I'm going to try not to just paint it directly on surfaces as much. I will do that some, but what I'm really trying to do is work that into those crevices and give everything a nice weathered, dirty look. You can see here how that oil is working into the crevices on that shield already, and it will do the same on the crevices around the scales, and it'll really allow those scales to pop further and give them further definition, as well as starting to add to this weathered look that we want them to have. Now you'll see here in a minute that off camera, I did a little bit of work on the nails and in the mouth. That work's just too small to catch with the camera equipment that I have at the time, unfortunately. But you can see here on these shots, what that Newland oil wash has done for the scales and the body, of this guy. It really gave him a lot of character. Now here's a good example of what I was talking about before. You'll notice I'm going back to the dry brush again. And you'll find that when you're doing these models, you'll go through a step that you had in mind and you'll think, I went too far. And the beauty of it is you can just go back, fix it, change it. So you'll see I'm going back with the dry brush here and adding a little extra highlight where I might have covered it up a little too much. This may be a controversial take, but basing is absolutely my favorite part of mini painting. I love trying to achieve the textures. I love gluing little miniature shrubs down and little miniature fake rocks and I just love it. I don't know how to say it other than that. It's my favorite part. Um, the little mini shrub is from an army painter basing kit. I use dirty down moss for a lot of that green. Dirty down makes great products. There you have it, guys. That's SoCar from base coats to board ready. Board ready as far as I'm concerned anyway. Guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. Thank you so much once again. Hopefully it won't be so long until my next video. Until then, peace out.